Live from Studio 5, this is NBC 5 News Today at 6.
Well, still ahead on the Sunday morning, we go under the hood with a mechanic's tips on buying a used car. Plus, you're going in, you think you're going to buy a used car, and you worry about the salesman. Well, don't worry about the salesman. Don't worry about what's under the hood, because we have an expert that's going to make it easy for you to buy a used car without worrying about the mechanical problems. I guess it's pretty easy.
I guess so, yeah,
okay.
As long as you know what to look for.
Yeah, well, Dennis Denz with the Universal Technical Institute is going to tell us exactly how to do that. I think you say your first tip is look around the car for any rust stains, any signs of potential damage. What do you do?
Well, one thing is looking around the car, say if we're looking underneath the hood and such, we're looking in areas here that we're looking at the same color paint. We're looking for any other areas that might be bulging up. And even on the doors, if we take a look on the doors there, the door jambs, making sure that these are even all the way through. If it's been in an accident and or we have excessive rust and such, you'll see it starting in here in the actual door jambs there.
Okay, now what everyone is most frightened of is looking under the hood. What's the first thing you do? Signs of damage, leaks, or corrosion?
Yeah, absolutely. And this one, it looks like everything's brand new on it, but that's one of the things. They armor all the whole thing, and if you take a look down in here, you can see that we have some type of oil leaks. It's not really as pristine as you would think it would be. Pulling out the dipstick and taking a look at the condition of our transmission fluid and smelling it, if you smell anything that's burnt. Same thing checking your engine oil, and often they'll change that engine oil. That doesn't mean that the car is in that best condition.
Okay, what about checking for hoses and cracks and things?
Okay, on hoses and stuff, we grab a hole and we're going to squeeze them. These hoses should be firm. If they feel mushy or look like they've been swollen or possibly even frayed in any way, shape, or form, then those hoses would have to be changed, be costly repair.
Okay, what about the brakes? How do you look for that?
Well, you know what, the brakes, honestly, you'd have to take the time to actually get this into a shop and get it up onto a rack so you can pull the wheels off. Because at this time we take a look at these brakes. You could test drive it. It feels like you got great brakes, but we don't know that until you get a mechanic to actually take a look at them.
Okay, what about the timing belt? Because I think you say that's most important.
Yeah, and on this one doesn't have a timing belt. This one has a timing chain. Often it's not really inspecting. It's a life. You know, it's a timely period where you have to have them checked. Usually it's like every 60,000 miles you can have it changed.
You can see the chain in there. I'm looking at it. It looks fine to me. How would I know?
Well, you wouldn't know. I mean, you'd have to get repair history and find out when the last time it was serviced. And usually it's every 60,000 you'd have to have it serviced. Okay,
and what about the tires? Now that would seem like something anyone could figure out, but maybe not.
There's a tire here that's a dead giveaway that you're going to need some tires on there. This one looks like somebody doesn't know how to parallel park, and they've been running up against it, and they haven't been changed.
So that's not a white wall.
No, it's not a white wall. It wasn't supposed to be that way. Also, there's wear bars that are in between the treads here, and these tires are at their bare minimum right now. It's right on top of the wear bar. There's little stripes in here that they set right in between those treads. Okay.
Hey, do you have any negotiating tips now? You got us all hooked up under the hood.
Yeah, I don't know. This one could, in great condition, could have went for $8,000. At this time, you know, maybe we can get it for about $1,500.
But it's interesting. You say don't be fooled by the armor all on the inside.
Oh yeah, don't be fooled by that. That's common. They make it look real good, and oh yeah, it looks great. Take it for the test drive. Make sure you get this thing on the highway.
All right, Dennis Denz with the Universal Technical Institute. Thank you so much. Those are really great tips and ones to work on. We appreciate you coming in this morning.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll take the car, right?
Yeah,
no?
Absolutely.
So let's bicker about the price, though. Okay. All right, coming up, we still have more news ahead.